Hi guys. So let's say you have purchased this commercial use rhinestone template and you want to learn how to take this and turn it into selling templates for yourself. I want to go over how I design my rhinestone templates using this blank template here. So first you're going to purchase it, and to get this into your iPad, you want to make sure that you are on Etsy.com, log into your account, and go up to your logo here up at the top right corner, and you're going to go to your purchases. Okay, and then in your purchases, you're going to find the purchase of my download, and you're going to hit download file, and then it will download it into your files. So here, down here are my files, and I'm going to go to my downloads, and it's right here, and I'm going to click it, and we're going to open it right here. We're going to send it to, and I'm going to send it to Procreate. Okay, that's how we get it into Procreate. Now that's done, we're going to go out and go into Procreate. And up at the top here is our newest, right here is our template. Okay, now you have to make sure that you purchased the commercial use template. That is the most important thing. And the reason is because the commercial use template is a PNG file, which means it has a transparent background. My other version is just, the $1.50 version is just so that you can print it off. It's a PDF, it's a flattened thing. You can't really use it in Procreate to create templates for selling. Okay, so what we're going to do, first thing that is the most important thing, is we're going to go up here to the top, and in the layers, our layer number 1 is our template, and we're going to tap that, and we're going to hit reference. You need to turn it onto a reference layer. All right. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new layer and put it on, I actually like it on the bottom. So we're going to hit a new layer, and I'm going to drag it below the reference layer. Now what I like to do also is I like to lock that reference layer. That way I know I'm not going to screw up with that. I'm not going to be able to drop anything on that layer. It's completely locked. It's out of use for me. Okay. So we're going to just do a simple little design, and I'm going to show you several shortcuts on how I do this. So I'm going to pick a pink. We're just going to do a couple hearts. Okay. So I'm going to do what's called color drop. And the first time you do color drop, sometimes it likes to fill the entire screen, and that's because your threshold is up too high. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to color drop, and I'm going to just set it right there. I'm going to show you what it looks like if the threshold is too high. Hold on. I'm just going to show you kind of what it looks like. It will fill the whole screen, and you're going to go, I don't want to fill the whole screen. So I'm going to show you how to make it so it doesn't fill the whole screen, and that's by lowering the threshold. So I'm going to undo. So with the threshold high, it fills the whole screen, right? So when it does that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color drop, and I'm going to turn the threshold down by lowering. You drop the color, and you leave your pen on the screen, and you lower the threshold. I like to lower it down to 0. Okay, so the threshold is now 0. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'm just going to erase these dots here. Alright, so when you color drop, look at the threshold, make sure it says 0, and then we're going to hit continue fill. Alright, now I'm in color drop mode, and I'm going to make some hearts. And you're just going to continue to fill your little heart's content until you have some hearts. That's a wonky heart. I don't like that heart. Let's go this way. There we go. Now we have a heart. So we have a heart, and let's say we want a bunch of hearts. Well, I don't want to sit and fill hearts everywhere. So one trick to do is you go into your layers, and we're going to duplicate that layer. So let's duplicate it, and we're going to move it. So I'm going to hit the, make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to hit the move button, and I have one of the hearts selected here, and I'm going to move it. If it's moving jerky like this, it's because I have snapping on. I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to turn snapping off. Snapping is kind of like telling it where to go, and I don't want it to tell it where to go. I want to be able to, I want to tell it where to go. So I'm going to line that up as best I can. You can nudge your image left or right, up or down, however you want to get it to line up well. Okay, so then we have that one there. Now I have two hearts, and I'm going to merge them. All right, so we're going to take that layer, and I'm going to duplicate that one. And we're going to move this one. So I'm going to go back up to that move button, and we're going to move, let's put it here. All right, so now we have 4 hearts. Now I can take those 4 hearts, I can merge those 2 layers, I can duplicate them, and I can move it over here. I'm tapping to line it up better. All right, so let's say that's exactly how I want my template. It's not how I would do that, and what if I want the background to be, let's say the background, we want it to be black. So I'm going to show you, so I'm going to merge these 2 layers here. Now all my hearts are on one layer. I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to drag that layer down below. I'm going to show you a really simple way to fill all the rest of the dots in black. All right, so we're going to take that layer, I'm going to tap it, I'm going to hit, let's change my color to black. I'm going to take that layer, I'm going to hit fill layer. And I'm like, okay, well it filled everything. Well, I'm going to show you how to unfill everything, and it's going to only fill the circles. Now the reason this works is because we have, my template is on reference. So everything I do is referencing back to this pattern. So what I want to do is on this black layer, make sure that this is selected, it's blue here. We're going to go up to the selection, it's the S kind of thing up here, and I'm going to hit automatic down here at the bottom, and I'm going to tap on the black outside of the pattern. So it's going to select everything outside of my little circles. And I'm going to take 3 fingers and I'm going to swipe it down, and I'm going to hit cut. Now all of my dots are filled black. If I were to turn off my hearts, you'll see that even behind my hearts is black, but that's okay. People aren't going to see that because it's going to be all one. People aren't going to see that. All right, so so that's how I fill a background super easily. Let me think what else I can teach you. A lot of times I do things on different layers. So let's say I'm going to add like a line or down at the bottom. I would want to add another layer, make sure I'm on top of the black. And let's say we want teal. I am going to color drop. Oops, not there. Color drop. Hit continue fill, and just, you can fill over this. But when you're, what's your main color, I like to fill the way I showed you on the black for your, like your main base color. That's my favorite way. Because no one wants to have to sit and tap every one of these. It's just a good shortcut. I'm going to sneeze here. Boy. Alright, so I'm going to say I want more stripes in this. I'm going to just duplicate this layer. I'm going to move it. I want to line it up as best you can. That looks really good. Oh, redo. What did I do? Somehow I lost it. If you don't know, 2 fingers to undo, 3 fingers taps to redo. Alright, so now say I want the stripes, 2 stripes up at the top. I just merge those 2 layers by pinching them together. I'm going to swipe left and hit duplicate. I'm going to move, and I'm going to move that up here. Alright, so that is sort of the how-to on creating these templates. Now I can select all of these templates. Cancel. I have this one locked, so I need to unlock this. Unlock. So I'm going to select all of these layers by taking my pen and swiping right to make them all blue. And then I'm going to move it. And I want to move my pattern up here, and I'm going to make it bigger because people want to see more of the pattern, right? And then over here on the side, I put my logo here. I tell the name of the pattern, how many the stone count of how many across and how many down. So this is a 49 by 49. This is an SS20 pattern for a 20-ounce skinny. Let's see, what else can I teach you? So to like add the name, so I would go up to the to the adjustments. I guess this is the adjustments section. No, not adjustments. To the wrench, I'm going to hit add, insert text, and let's call this heart. And then I can move this over here. I can resize it. Hopefully you guys know how to use Procreate some. Sorry, I didn't see that. So I just resized it and moved it over here. But I'm hoping you all know how to use Procreate some and aren't complete beginners on Procreate. This is not for, this video is not for complete Procreate beginners. But this is how I create patterns in using Procreate. I will teach you how to take the pattern and make it into a sublimation file. This is something that a lot of people don't know how to do, and I wish they did, because I see patterns sublimated on tumblers and they're not seamless, and that drives me insane. So, coming up now, I'm going to show you how I would take this pattern and turn it into a sublimation file. So let's say our pattern is done. I'm going to go to Gallery, and I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to swipe left and hit duplicate. This would be if someone is following it off the cup, just as a printout. So this you would save and send to people in a PDF file, versus this is going to be sent to them in a PNG so that they can resize it and put it on and sublimate it. Alright, so now we're going to click into here. I am going to get rid of my Sorry, my friends are messaging. I'm going to get rid of my words. Oops, get rid of, not duplicate. So we're going to delete those. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge everything together. So I'm going to do a pinch and turn everything all into one layer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the selection tool and I'm going to make it seamless. So oh my goodness. So let me see if I can turn this on. Do not disturb. All right. So I'm going to hit the, what's this called? The selection tool. And I'm going to hit rectangle down at the bottom. I tapped rectangle. I need to make sure you guys can see all of this. All right. So rectangle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap and select 1.5 rows of, it doesn't matter where you do this. You can do this anywhere, but I like to do 1.5 rows of the circles. Okay, so now I have that selected, and I'm going to hit move, and I'm going to slide it over, and looking at the bottom here, I'm going to perfectly place this right here. All right, now you see how that is seamless. You'll see I have some black that's you can't. It's actually not perfectly lined up. Let's do that again. Move. I want it better. You really want to get this lined up well. All right, that's better. We would need to get rid of this black. So what I do is I go in and I create a new layer and hit plus, and I'm going to drop it below. I'm going to take the color black, and I'm just going to, using like a monoline is fine. Make sure that the size is kind of bigger. I don't like monoline for this, actually. Let's go. I can use the big juicy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color in behind all these the black. Okay, so we're just coloring that in. And we're going to combine those layers. Now I'm going to resize my image, and this is how I get it to get rid of all of the background. So I'm going to go up to the wrench. I'm going to hit canvas, crop and resize, and then I go to settings. I want the DPI to be 300. And then we're going to hit snapping. And then I'm going to take these edges and I'm going to snap them right to the edge of my canvas. If it doesn't work, like this side's not working well, I'll show you how to fix that. So we're just going to at least do the bottoms. Now I'm going to hit settings again, turned snapping off, and I'm just going to gently slide this over to the edge. All right, so now we have it all selected. It's fit around our image perfectly. We're going to hit done. And now this is the PNG file that you will send people with the finished pattern for sublimation, and it is seamless. All right. let's see, I think that that's all that I wanted to be able to teach you guys. If you have any questions, if there's something else I need to go over better, please let me know. I will be happy to add to this video. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to click the subscribe button and watch for more videos. I am going to be teaching next how I start a tumbler with rhinestones over vinyl. So be sure to look for that if that's something you want to know how to do. If you're making templates, I assume you know how to rhinestone. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Thanks.